Is it time to buy or sell Microsoft stock? In this video, we will explore Microsoft in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 25th of April, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 24th of April, 2025, our system has ranked Microsoft as a buy candidate, giving it a score of 2.23. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. The stock has experienced a gain of 1.17%. This translates to an average return of 0.59% per day since it was listed as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned at the upper end of a broad and declining trend in the short term. This scenario often presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction towards the lower part of the trend is anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $393.55 would initially indicate a slower rate of decline and could potentially signal the beginning of a trend reversal. Analyzing the current 3-month trend, we anticipate a possible change of negative 12.17% over the next 3 months, with potential returns ranging from negative 22.89% to negative 11.79%. In terms of the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of negative 7.99%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 17.18% and positive 3.57% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $324.53 and $405.83. Our latest daily update from Microsoft includes the headline, "Green Day on Friday for Microsoft stock after gaining 1.17%. The Microsoft stock price increased by 1.17% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 25th of April, 2025, rising from $387.30 to $391.85. It has now seen gains for 4 consecutive days. It will be interesting to observe whether this trend continues or if there will be a slight pause in the coming days. On the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.97%, with a low of $384.60 and a high of $392.16. The price has been oscillating during this period, and there has been a gain of 2.75% over the last 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 3 million shares, with a total of 19 million shares being exchanged for roughly $7.37 billion. It is important to note that declining volume alongside rising prices may indicate divergence and could serve as an early warning about potential changes in the next few days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $468.35, while the lowest price was $344.79. Currently, the price stands at 16.33%, or $76.50, below the 52-week high of $468.35, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Microsoft is preparing for its quarterly earnings release, set to occur during a pivotal week for the technology sector, known as the Magnificent Seven earnings report, alongside major companies such as Apple, Amazon, and Meta. At present, price-to-earnings ratios in the tech industry have decreased from 30 to 24, leading analysts to direct investors towards enterprise-focused firms like Microsoft instead of consumer discretionary stocks. In the short term, the forthcoming earnings report might trigger market volatility as participants respond to the results, especially considering the competitive environment in cloud services, where Microsoft's Azure plays a significant role. Despite its leading position in artificial intelligence, concerns regarding valuation and increasing competition may weigh on the stock. Looking at the long term, Microsoft's solid presence in the enterprise solutions market, coupled with continuous innovations in cloud technology, could support its growth trajectory. Additionally, there is rising speculation about possible dividend increases, which could enhance shareholder value. However, an ongoing investigation concerning data privacy issues affecting customers of its subsidiary Activision presents a risk that could influence public sentiment and investor confidence. This combination of challenges and opportunities will undoubtedly affect Microsoft's stock performance in the upcoming weeks. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 16th of April, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Microsoft a rating of overweight with a recommendation to hold. On Monday, the 7th of April, 2025, Jefferies reported giving Microsoft a rating of buy with a recommendation to hold. On Friday, the 28th of March, 2025, UBS assigned Microsoft a rating of reduce with a recommendation to upgrade. On Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025, Tigris Financial reported giving Microsoft a rating of buy with a recommendation to hold. On Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025, Wedbush reported assigning Microsoft a rating of outperform with a recommendation to hold. Analysts have assigned Microsoft stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Microsoft. The chart today reflects mostly positive signals. Microsoft stock is receiving buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a favorable outlook for the stock. However, a general sell signal emerges from the relationship between these averages, as the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support is expected around $374.12 and $380.80. A breakdown below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and the stock has since risen by 10.52%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, here is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume declined during the last trading day, even as prices increased. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal, recorded 13 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal, noted 13 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal, indicated 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal, observed 3 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal, detected 59 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal, marked 3 days ago. The long-term moving average, sell signal, recorded 61 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal, identified 56 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us for more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Microsoft. Microsoft sees support from accumulated volume at $390.49, a level that may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is anticipated when this support is tested. The stock typically experiences moderate movements throughout the day, with a solid trading volume that categorizes the risk as medium. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $7.56 between its high and low, which is a change of 1.97%. In the past week, the stock exhibited an average daily volatility of 2.43%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Microsoft, let's briefly review some important fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. This figure is considered relatively standard for a PE ratio, frequently observed in companies that have established histories or stable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 30th of April, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $3.20. Keep a close watch on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Microsoft. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Microsoft is at $414.99. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Microsoft encounters its first support level at $390.49. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Microsoft from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 15th of April 2025, Coleman Amy executed an insider purchase of 10,370 shares of common stock. On the same day, Coleman Amy also conducted an insider sale of 27,944 shares of common stock. On the 19th of March 2025, Coleman Amy made an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 13th of March 2025, Walmsley Emma N. executed an insider purchase of 1,245 shares of restricted stock units. On the same day, Rodriguez Carlos A. conducted an insider purchase of 859 shares of restricted stock units. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 34.698. Overall, insiders acquired a total of 132,346 shares and disposed of 277,908 shares in these 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $377.91, reflecting a decrease of 3.56%. This stock exhibits medium daily movements, indicating a medium level of risk. Additionally, there's a buy signal based on a pivot bottom that was identified 12 days ago. Is Microsoft stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators suggest positivity. Although the stock is currently in a downward trend, we believe that the present level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for the stock to perform well in the near future. After analyzing the volatility and movements of the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 28th of April, we anticipate that Microsoft will open lower by $2.31, starting at $389.54. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you agree to take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.